Hi, this is my discussion for board. So for most of these, I used like a really dark, which was like a 4. I used 4B for this one to shade in, and then I used 10, 10, and then probably 4 again. And then to actually make the outline of it, I used HB, and then I would use this to like, for this one since it was so light, I just like scribbled in like that with this. And yeah, stuff like that. And then for the last one, I think that was the hardest one because of the lining and stuff. Like I couldn't quite get this right for some reason since it was like a light, like I was working with a really light sphere. So this one was definitely like my hardest one. And then I ended up liking a lot how this one turned out. This one was fine too. These two were a little harder because it was more like really light spheres that I was working with and darker shadows. But overall, like, I think that they didn't come out too bad. It's just much harder working with lighter shading than it is with like darker shading for me. Like with this, like most of the background was light shading, so it was like a lot harder for me. And then this was also light shading, so it was a lot harder for me, I think. But with like darker shadings, I'm able to get more like of what I wanted like in the final result. Like I said, I think this one was the hardest one, which is why it came out like this, because it was hard for me to work with like really light lines around it. But yeah, for the most part, I just used like 6B, 10B for the dark ones, and then 4B, and then not 2B actually, and then I used HB for like the outline, basically, like those outlines, that outline. But yeah.